Hey socialites, welcome back. And if you're new, I'm Ariel. I do mainly beauty videos, fragrance, and a little bit of lifestyle. If those are the type of videos you enjoy, I'd love for you to hit the subscribe button and come join the family. So in today's video, we have another foundation review. YSL has recently launched a cushion foundation. Skin Affair Soft Glow Cushion Foundation. Now the claims of this foundation is long wearing, hydrating, medium coverage, and non-comedogenic, along with being lightweight and providing a soft glow. So let's jump right into this review. This is the outer packaging, which is cardboard gold. It definitely gives really luxe and has YSL really small in the middle. Here is the actual component, y'all, which is stunning. This is so pretty. It has the signature YSL puffer or cushion like motif with the large brooch like YSL logo or symbol right there in the middle. Now I picked up the shade DN2 and let's open it up and see how it looks. It does come with a full mirror, stunning on the inside. You do get a little powder puff that says YSL right there. It's a soft velour powder puff, y'all. So here's the cover. You open it up. Disclaimer, this is a little bit too deep for me. YSL foundations never really come in my color. They always skip over my shade, but I know the girlies wanted to know about the formula and what I think. So I got a shade that's a tinge too dark for me, which is this DN2. The shade that was one up from this was significantly too light for me, y'all. So I need an in-between shade, just like all their other complexion products like their concealer, their liquid foundation. I had the same issue, y'all. YSL just never makes it in my shade, but I do have a couple other YSL products that's some of my favorites that we'll get into. So it does come in 31 shades. I love how deep the shade range did get. So as far as prep, whenever I do my foundation reviews, I don't like to use primers. I want to see how this performs all on its own, especially since the claims are for it to be long wearing. Okay, so I've already moisturized my face with my Clinique 100 Hour Moisture Surge, which has a gel-like consistency, really does absorb well into my skin. The website does recommend that you use their little sponge to apply it, so you would just simply go right into the product. Quite a bit does come on to the sponge, you guys, and the website did say that they recommended that you sort of scrape off or tap off a little bit of the excess and then go in that way. So let's get a little closer, zoom in and see what it's giving. I did pick mine up at Sephora and it retails for $49. We do know it's too dark for me, but we'll try to even it out with our highlighting. There is quite a bit of coverage, y'all. The claims is medium, but it's looking a little bit more than medium. Very creamy and smooth, which I didn't expect from this type of a foundation. The finish of it is beautiful. It's like a soft matte slash natural finish. Key ingredients to the new YSL Glow Cushion Foundation: squalane and niacinamide that gives the skin hydration and minimizes the look of pores. There's also amino acid coated pigments for a lightweight, breathable feel on the skin. Very smooth, and it does appear to blur the appearance of my pores, which are like right in this area here. So let me try to put at least a little bit on my neck so we can somewhat look blended. I'm gonna use the Haus Labs concealer, which is one of my favorites. I'm going in with this one because it's also a medium coverage and hydrating, which are the claims of the foundation. So I'm gonna take shade 40, which is the deepest of the two, and use that as sort of like my transition. And then shade 34 is what I'm gonna use to brighten in my inner corners. So I'm blending the darkest concealer first and then the lightest shade afterward. The product was extremely easy to blend. I don't think I own a foundation that comes in this sort of component before, so I was a little bit nervous on how smooth the application was gonna be, but it is like next level smooth, I will say that. So I'm gonna take the YSL Make Me Blush Liquid Blush in the shade 54, and I'm only gonna use just a little bit of it because I do want somewhat of a brighter look. This is a blush that I wear more in like the colder months, to be honest, but you could definitely wear it year round. I love how blurring and smooth this is, so that's why it's one of my favorite blushes, one of my favorite YSL products too. For collection number 56 brush, this is what I'm going to use to blend out the blush. And I'm going to use my YSL Hyper Finish powder. This one's the translucent one to set under eye. To set all over, I'm going to do a little bit of a mixture. I'm taking YSL Hyper Finish powder in the shade 8, which is just a little too deep for me. And I'm going to mix it with that same translucent powder. Now these two have the same formula, ultra smooth, by the way. So I'm going to mix these two together with a fluffy powder brush. This one is from my Jessup set. Okay, the color doesn't look too bad after we did all our other products on top. So let's zoom in and get into the eyes. And for the eyes, I'm going to take one of my Couture Mini Clutch eyeshadow palettes. And this one is the 200 palette. It says 200 on the back. If it's something different than that, you guys, I'll have it down in the description box. Contemplative State, one of MAC's paint pots. I'm going to go right in and use this as a base. First, I'm going to take this MAC Duo that I created, and this shade is called What Clout, and I like to use this as a transition right above my crease area, and this is going to make essentially all the other colors sort of fall in place. This makes the blend so easy with pretty much all of my palette. Next, I'm going to take this light sort of pinky shade, and I'm using this all over the mobile lid. Then I'm going to go in with the darkest shade of the palette and sort of sweep that like right in the outer third area and blend it going upward towards the tail of the brow. And bringing it in almost like a liner, like you would bring in a liner. This complexion looks so good. I'm gonna take my Sephora collection 12-hour pencil. This is one of the Color Effects Special Effects pencils in the shade 3, which is a brilliant blue color. And I'm just gonna thinly put it right in my waterline. Okay, so I'm going to take one of my favorite mascaras, which is the YSL Lash Clash. One of the few mascaras that really makes my itty bitty lashes look like something. One of the first mascaras I really fell in love with, y'all. So good, and it's a fan favorite. Okay, so I'm going to take my YSL bronzer. This one's in the shade 5. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. This one's in the shade 02 Medium. And I'm using my BK Beauty Nikki LaRose N14 brush, just to sort of brighten slightly under eye and clean up that eyeshadow a bit. YSL blush shade 87, and I'm gonna take this higher up on the cheekbone. I'm going for the Makeup by Esther look, y'all. I really need to create a video that's like just that technique all together, because I love the way she does her makeup. Okay, so I'm gonna take my YSL lip liner. This one's in the shade 107. YSL Lip Nude in the shade 01. This is so pretty by itself. I almost don't even want to put the gloss on. This is one of my favorite lippies. Is this Lip Nut. YSL lip gloss in the shade 12, and it does have sort of golden reflex in it. Smells like fruit. The foundation does have a scent too, you guys. I don't think I mentioned that. It's like a floral scent to the actual foundation. And no setting spray because we want to see how it performs all on its own. So let me know what you guys think about the look. What do you think about the finish of the foundation? What do y'all think about the shade range? It's now 5:51 p.m. So I know we got off to a late start, but I'm gonna wear this as long as possible, check in and see how it stood up. Hey socialites, I'm back and it is now right at 10 p.m. So I had the makeup on for about 4 hours, I think. Wish I could have had it on longer, but y'all, I am tired. So this is what we have 4 hours later. I hadn't really went anywhere. I've just been around the house, like cleaning just a little bit, cooking just a little bit. I made breakfast for dinner, y'all. So I do see a little bit of shine. I'm thinking if I was out in the elements, it would be just a little bit shinier than this, but of course I'm gonna wear it again. That way we can really, you know, see what it does. I already edited the first part of the video, y'all, during our little break, and I like the color. It's darker than my normal shade, but with the highlighting, contour, and blush, it works out perfectly, especially for the summer. I like the color. I don't even want a lighter color than this, y'all. I'm keeping it. I think it's really pretty. This is the type of foundation that I like that creamy, buttery smooth type of formula. No emphasis on my fine lines. My pores don't look overly enlarged like they do with certain foundations. And I think this will be hydrating enough for the dry skin girlies. Now with this little bit of shine I see, I don't know if it's oily girl approved. I would have to wear it for at least like 6 to 8 hours to really tell that. But I'm normal to combo, I'm mature skin, and it absolutely works. So I'm excited to wear it again. Let me know what you guys think about the 4-hour wear test. I would still wear a primer with it, like my go-to e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I probably put like here and here with that little bit of shine and I should be okay. This weekend we're going out of town for Father's Day to one of Mr.'s favorite restaurants. And so I think I'm going to wear it on the trip. This will be the foundation I take with me so I can wear it all weekend and just really see, you know, how it holds up, and I'll report back. I might even film a little bit of it. So everything I use in today's video, I'll have linked right there on the YouTube shopping tab or down below in the description box. So be sure to check that out. If you're new here, welcome. I would love for you to come join the family by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.